Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Welcome to, I guess this is the 16th walk that we've been here. It's hard to believe it's been 16 years. And, someone was just talking to me about an old interview that my mom shared recently on Facebook where we were just little kids, and she mentioned how the first walk we did, she wasn't sure how she was going to break it to us that we weren't going to meet our goal that we set, which was to raise $10,000. And now we're happy to say, 16 years later, we finally hit the big milestone we set last year. We've raised $1 million now. We've had so much support, so much generosity. Some very generous donations, but most of that was made up of just people donating a little bit at a time, year after year, and thinking, my $10, my $20 donation, there's no way that's gonna add up to $1 million. That's just, it sounds ridiculous, but here we are, just through perseverance, to people chipping in a little bit, it's happened, and we've made it to that milestone. And now we still have our sights set on the bigger goal, which is to cure this disease. And I hope that we'll be standing here one day and saying, wow, I can't believe that $20 donation was part of curing ALS. So I think we're here today to celebrate that, and we're here today to remind ourselves that we're not going to give up. We still have work to do, and that we can do this together. So thanks for coming out, everybody.
That was pretty good. These are my favorite 5 minutes every year. When we get to stand up here and express how grateful we are to the Kids4Cure team. It's so inspiring to see what you guys have done. As Christian said, in 2004, when a lot of you guys were with us, it was so great to be able to check that box that we raised $10,000. Checking the $1 million box is indescribably sweet. It's so cool. It's so awesome. And the unchecked box that looms is curing ALS.
Yes.
For sure. But I hope you know that your support, your donation, your time, your effort, energy has checked so many boxes over the last 16 years that we don't celebrate as much as we celebrate these, but for those patients that lose the ability to walk, you've helped fund those wheelchairs, and for the patients who can no longer speak, you funded those iPads, those speech-generating devices that let them communicate with their family. So you have impacted so many lives, so many patients, so many families, so many caregivers that have been impacted by this disease, and those are all worth celebrating. Most of all, this team leads by example.
And love.
And we love, absolutely. There's a lot of love here. This team is a great representation of what community really means. And that's why coming back here every year is just like drinking from the well of inspiration. This is just a great day to celebrate what we've done, where we're going, and what there is to be optimistic about. So let's celebrate today, let's enjoy each other, and let's keep walking until we find a cure. Thank you.
I'll just say real quick, echo what they've said. However, it's good to see some new faces this year, because this is going to keep going. So we want the Ganyas that have been here from day one, and our Michigan families and all our close friends been here since day one, and our new friends that are here for the first time, keep coming back, because we're going to keep doing this. And like Paul said, there's another box to check, and we haven't checked the most important box, but we're checking a lot along the way, and we really thank you for all your support. And in addition to the $1 million and everything else, just on an individual personal level, I know this day and each one of you raises Lori so high. It's just wonderful for her. Now she'll be exhausted for the next couple of days, but this means a lot personally, and so thank you.
And I don't have my amplifier, it wasn't working, so
Can you hear me, Eric Weller? Can you hear me? Okay, because I have a lot of stuff to say. Everyone take a seat. No. So, there's a lot of new faces here, which is really, really cool. And because of that, I'm going to back up just a little bit. So, my ALS journey started on Friday the 13th in 2004 when I was diagnosed. I thought I had arthritis, and I was diagnosed that day with ALS. I've always said that, Friday the 13th, but I thought about it this morning. It actually started in December of 03. I was in a bad car accident on 75. I was flipped by a semi-truck. I spun on the highway, ended up on the other side, facing ongoing traffic. And because of that, I went to the doctor to get checked out. I saw my life flash before me. I thought, this is how I'm gonna die. And I went to the doctor and was completely okay from the accident. And that appointment led me to a diagnosis of a fatal disease. And I don't think it's an unplanned event that I saw my life flash before me. And then I was okay only to be given a death sentence. And right here, right now, explains that. You know what I mean? It explains that. That was the beginning of my journey. Does anyone have a tissue that I have not run into? Good job. That was the beginning of my journey. The beginning of their journey was 2 months later in the living room when we sat them down to give them the news. He talked, I cried. They were 12 and 13. They were told that their mom was going to die in a couple of years. It was the most helpless moment for me. Because as a mom, you always follow that up with, here's how I'm going to fix it. I had nothing. I had nothing. And your journey started in the back seat of a car. It's you, not me. They went to a meeting 2 months later for the Walk to Defeat ALS. And they got in the car in the back seat and they were energized. And they said, we can do this, Mom. We want to do this. We can make a difference. And they set their goals. And since then, it's been $1 at a time. One event at a time. For them to show kids can make a difference. A community can make the world a difference. And I thank you for that. I have so many emotions today. I'm happy. I'm overwhelmed with your generosity. Not just your dollar, but your hug and your love to me and to them. And as a mom, when you're diagnosed with a fatal disease, what you think about is just, and you're going to love on them when you talk. And I know if I go today that my son and my husband are going to be loved on by you, and that is the most important. And $1 million, I told you I had a lot to say. $1 million is a lot, and it's a huge ass milestone. I don't know how I'm saying, but it's a big old milestone. But we have to keep on and keep on, and we're not going to be done until my friend Aubrey, who died this year, 29 years old. Our veterans who are twice as likely to get ALS are spared until there are cures in case that guy or this guy or that little girl is diagnosed with ALS. Not until a cure is there to spare them from the most devastating disease ever. We can't stop showing up until there is a cure for a disease that will completely paralyze you, and you'll lose the ability to eat, to walk, to talk, to breathe on your own. It's just not fair. And we all know that 90% of ALS is completely random. And so, not my disease, not their disease, it's everyone's disease, because you don't know when you're going to be affected by ALS. From the bottom of my heart, from my family, from my sister, from my great nieces, from my ALS family. Thank you so much for your continued support. I know it isn't easy, and I thank you so much.
We have a special couple of guests with us this afternoon. So, you want to introduce yourself?
Yes, I will.
All right. Put it down. It'll blow away. But.
I'm Marlon Seymour. I'm the Executive Director of the Central and Southern Ohio chapter of the ALS Association. And this is Shannon Waters. Shannon is our Senior Director of National Signature Events for the entire association. And she is here today in honor of this amazing accomplishment that the Carey family and the Kids4Cure team has accomplished over all these years. I just want to say a couple of words, and then I'm going to turn it over to Shannon. I have been very fortunate to get to know this family since 2004. When I first met them, when they came to the Cincinnati Walk to Defeat kickoff. And these boys were middle school, would that have been right? Middle school. And over the years, I just cannot tell you how impressed I am with this family. Not only their commitment to the organization and to the cause of ALS, but just what good people they are. I feel honored to know them. They have joined us advocating in Washington, D.C. to support the ALS community. I think every year since 2004, they've only missed 2 years, and they have done an amazing job for us. Lori is brilliant. She comes up with so many amazing fundraising activities that we actually steal ideas from her. And it has just been a pleasure to see both Paul and Christian be such loving, supportive young men. They are just top-notch individuals, and it has just been amazing for me to watch the two of them grow in who they are as individuals. So my mom had ALS back in 1994. That's how I got involved in the organization, and I stay involved because people like Lori and her family and the many patients that we have here today. I know Carl Runkle, I think, is here, and there may be others who I haven't seen, and so I want to recognize each and every one of them. I want to tell you, without your help, we cannot continue the services that this chapter provides. And without your help, we cannot find a cure for this disease. And so thank you to each and every one of you who has supported that effort, who supported the Kids4Cure team, who keep coming back. It makes such a big difference to that. And last year, we supported 441 patients in 55 counties of the state and their families. Please continue to come back. We can't do this without your help and support. We honor the Carey family, and now I'd like to turn it over to Shannon just to say a couple words, and then you can get people off for the walk. So I'm going to switch places. Okay.
Oh my. That thing is on.
So I am here today on behalf of the entire national office with the ALS Association. And just to give you a little bit of background, I have been with the association about 3 weeks shy of a year. And when I first started, one of my staff came to me and said, I have to tell you about this Cincinnati event. There's some really great things happening there, and I think you're going to want to know about it. So I was like, of course, tell me more. And then I had the honor to meet Marlon, and she said, I have to tell you about this amazing family that we have in Cincinnati that are tremendous fundraisers, tremendous advocates, and have a tremendous tribe. So I was like, of course, this is amazing. So at that point, I'm sure you can understand, it clicked for me that we were talking about the same family in both of these conversations. So through the information that Marlon shared with me about all the great things, of course, that you guys have done, not even locally, but nationally, she introduced me to the Kids4Cure website, which of course I had to check out. Dab money.
Yeah.
That was really great. I deeply enjoyed that. But as I learned more about all the efforts that have been done, I was just amazed and just impressed by everything that you've done. An 80,000 first-year team with hundreds of people, that's bigger than events that I've been to. So I couldn't even imagine what that seemed like in that first year. And then fast forward to the Ice Bucket Challenge, almost $180,000, and who can say they almost shut down Facebook? So it's been an honor to learn everything about you guys. It's an honor to get to meet you. I was curious about some of the data, so I did a little bit of research before I came. And over the years, we have had more than 100,000 teams participate in the Walk to Defeat ALS. 100,000 teams. So not only, yes, I mean, it's amazing, right? So not only am I thrilled about the fact that you guys have crossed $1 million milestone, I am thrilled about the fact to tell you that you are the first in the country that has achieved this milestone. So excited. And then I realized it's really more than excitement, it's a privilege. It is a privilege for me to be here to thank you. It is a privilege for me to be here to honor all of you. And it is a privilege on behalf of Marlon and her chapter and the national office to present you guys with this award, being our first $1 million fundraising team in the nation.
Yeah!
Awesome.
Last order of business, we can all just huddle together. We'll get a team pick, and then we will go ahead and head down for the walk. Thanks for hanging out a little extra long today. And, yeah, we'll pass out some thunder sticks, so feel free to. What's that? Yeah, so feel free to make some noise as we.
This has been so good.
I know you wanted to do that.
Tricky.